fantastic. And if not, then we're going to probably end up winning the game. And that's honestly the way you have to play the Pacers team. That's how I would say the Oklahoma City Thunder played against Anthony Edwards. They just said, hey, man, if you're going to pass it to your other guys, we'll let that happen. We're just going to limit your shot output. And when you're the engine of the team, you just can't let the other team make that type of adjustment. You have to just pull up shots, man. You have to pull up over two people sometimes and let your teammates pull up for some offensive boards and have advantages in other ways. But you can't become passive. You not when you're the engine. I know he's more of a pure point guard. He's not a Jalen Brunson where he's getting 30 points a game or anything like that. But I think Tyrese, that's where his elevation of his game is going to pretty much lead to next is he's got to, not just be a facilitating guy. He's got to be able to score at will. Look at that. Jalen Brunson all night, timely, super efficient. That's what I appreciated about his game tonight. It wasn't an ugly game by any means. That's just 2 of his 8 points right there for Tyrese. Come on, man. Look at Karl Anthony Towns, super aggressive, getting to the line. He put them in a lot of foul trouble and foul situations, and I think that's what he feeds off. And he also gets the crowd into it. Great pass right there inside. I think Tyrese can obviously impact the game in other ways than just scoring. But when you're not scoring, the defense kind of becomes a lot more predictable. If you know this guy's only going to pass it out to his shooters, then you can game plan for something like that. If you know there's a player like that versus Jalen Brunson, he's going to get it to other guys, and then he's going to get and 1 threes just like that. So there's 2 types of ways to play, and you have to play a little bit more balanced. And I felt like the Pacers didn't have the balance, and they just played a lot more aggressive. Look at that. They're just living in the paint. They couldn't stop these guys. I do feel like home court advantage also matters in terms of getting a couple extra calls here and there, and that's just going to happen. We saw that with, the other side on the Western Conference. It's going to happen on the Eastern Conference as well. Like at home, you just get better calls, and you just kind of have to live with it. But they did not let them live in the paint. They let them take their threes and said, hey, if you guys are going to beat us from the 3-point line, and that's what I said about this series, if the Knicks deploy this type of strategy of just, locking down the paint and let them become a 3-point shooting team, they can easily win this series.